Oh, YouTube meeting from the bedroom here, guitar junkie. Yeah. Yeah, I've gone crazy. Got another Epiphone here. Another. This here is a Epiphone Les Paul Standard 60's quilted maple top. Let's give it a test run. You know the deal. I don't know where I'm going. Look, Mom, no hands. All right, so let's do the old turn on, clip, and plug it in, plug it in. What you gotta do, plug it in. As usual, I'm hoping that it's recording my voice right now as we speak. So, I'm going to make a short story really long. No, I'm not. Untether, get to the guitar. I don't know what happened. I don't know. I think I threw one of these up in the air and it hit me in the head. I don't know what to tell you, but I've gone Epiphone crazy. Epiphone crazy. Now with the sweet deals in November and December that is on its way. Now, if you watch this a year from now, you're going to say, you watch this in July of next year, you go, what the hell are you talking about? Well, this is what I'm talking about. I got my Koa, okay, fell in love, went crazy, rosewood fingerboard was like, I'm dealing with it. I'm grooving on it. I love it. It should be an ebony. Let me get the ebony. I get the ebony. I get the ebony. This thing pops up because I'm looking. Guitar Center does not sell any more of the Koa guitars unless you find one used. And they're the only ones that I would buy from that I could return it and not have an issue. Now, with that said, sometimes you could buy a guitar from Amazon and have a free return, free shipping back, and no restocking fee, bull crap, that they just want to line their pockets because they're pissed because they spent money on shipping, even though they're making, millions of dollars. This thing here popped up and it said Epiphone Standard 60's. I believe it was a AA quilted maple top, translucent blue. I was like, I really was eyeballing the blue and turquoise guitars. And I saw this thing and I said, keep on going, you don't need it. And it was on sale. Normally, I believe it was $6.99. On sale for $5.19. So, Richard said to Bean, Major Tom, the ground control. Yes, Richard? Listen, Bean, you need to get that guitar. I don't know, Richard. I feel guilty. I've got so many guitars now. And what's with the Epiphone kick? Hey, dude, shut up. Get that guitar. Yes, sir. Pulled the trigger on it. $519 free shipping. I believe it was $555. Sent right to my house. And I had it in a couple of days. So I ordered it the same time I ordered the Epiphone Koa with the ebony fingerboard, the 2023 newer model. They both came in yesterday being Thursday, today being Friday, and I don't know when I'm going to post these. I put them in, I edit them, I leave them on my channel. I try to do one on like a Monday and a Friday, but then I've been doing Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays, and then I'm ripping through too many videos. Then I'm like, oh, I'm running out of videos. I got to make more. Shut up and talk about the guitar. So what I had done was lost my complete train of thought, saw this thing and said, man, that looks pretty cool. $519. Copy and paste. Went over to the YouTube channel, as we all do. See how many YouTube videos on it. Not too many. A couple of personal hand things where they don't even hold the phone long ways. It's like, black. It's got the black borders on each side. All you're seeing is like a little thin part of it. Someone going through it. Someone playing something. Someone doing, just to get any idea of the guitar. And not too many pro YouTubers did a video on here, but yet again, I haven't been watching a lot of them because I've been too busy with either answering when I do go on the computer, answering comments to try to keep up with everyone. And then I've got other things going on. I've got, people coming for this, that, and the other thing at the house. So, Bean told Richard, pull the trigger, let's go for it. And we got both of them yesterday being Thursday. Now, I already did a video on the Koa, and I don't know which one's going to come out first, to be quite honest with you. But this one came last night. Now, the Koa Epiphone came from FedEx. The box was beat to crap. I took pictures of it. It looks like both sides were caved in, and they taped it up to hold it together. And this one came in a pristine, well, not this one, the one like this one, came in a pristine box. Opened the box, took the Epiphone box out, which wasn't taped shut, by the way. Same thing with the Koa. Opened that up, and the blue quilted top was blue. This is more like turquoise. It's got more green in it than blue. Okay, especially on the back. You see, to me that's green. So I looked it over, and lo and behold, it had a crack on both sides of the neck. Yes, I took a quick video and I took photos. The other thing is that the nut was not aligned right. So the nut was more facing that way. So the low E was that far away. The high E was almost, if you play it, it's almost going to fall off the fret. So 2 screw ups right there. Boxed it back up, had to return it. And because I bought it from Guitar Center, returned it to Guitar Center. And that's another story and how I got a hold of another guitar. Because the only Guitar Center that had one of these in their inventory was in Tampa. And I live in Palm Harbor, the one in Clearwater. That's 12 minutes away, of course. They do have one there. But I saw it last week. It's got a scratch and dent. It's got a giant chip here. And someone used and abused it, just like you expect from the guitars. I'm sure some teenager came out of his guitar lesson and went and grabbed something nice off the rack and started playing his Metallica or his, Green Day songs or something like that. And, chucked it around and this and that and smashed it and hit it there and, dinged it on other guitars. And that's what I was afraid of with this one here, being it was the only store model that they had. It was already out. And I said, do you have another one? Is that the only one you have? Yes. Is it out on the floor? Yes. Oh, okay. So he held it behind the counter for me. And this is it. I speak more about the whole deal on the second guitar that I got and why I got that second guitar. And this is the reason for it right here. So I grabbed it, I checked it out, and I went through up and down fingerboard, looked it over very carefully, didn't see anything wrong with it. Plugged it in, played it clean, everything sounded good. Went back to the guy, and luckily my main guy in Tampa is this guy Al, long blonde hair. My main guy in Clearwater, for those that live around the area, is Fred, because he's from Sullivan, Long Island, New York, and we have a lot in common. Al I've known since 2016, and luckily he's still working there, and fortunately for me, he's the only guy that's still there since the first time I walked into that place. First time I walked in and bought a guitar, I bought a Paul Reed Smith off of him. It was like a $4,500 guitar at the time. So I was like, okay, brought it over to the counter. I says, okay, yeah, let's do it. I'll take this one home, give it a play. I got 45 days to see if it grows on me. I love the way it plays. I love the way it feels. I love the way it sounds. It's more like turquoise. It's more green on the back and turquoise on the front. But the quilted maple is kind of cool. And it's got the 60 style knobs like any 59 would have. And it's got the little volume and tone pins so that you could see exactly where you're at on the guitar. Now, getting back to the guitar. I didn't take this out of the box, so as soon as I said it was okay, he ran back to his guitar tech, and the guitar tech just went over everything, just checked the neck, the strings, the setup, the bridge, the pickups, gave it a quick wipe down, which was pretty nice. And behind the counter it went. But I noticed, just like I noticed on all the other Epiphones, now the guitar that I bought used, when I got this guitar, is not going to have the things I'm going to show you on here. So straight away, there's your Epiphone. I guess it's Gibson inspired, from Kalamazoo, where they first started making everything out of the same building. It said Graphtec nut. I do believe, I'm not 100% sure. There's your standard Bell truss rod cover. Rosewood fingerboard, but I believe it was a Pafaro. I can't pronounce that correctly. They look like plastic trapezoid inlays, which are pretty straight, pretty centered. Unbounded, again, rosewood fingerboard with 22 nickel frets. You didn't hear stainless steel come out of my mouth. You heard nickel. Again, you're paying for the price of the name. You're paying for the name, is what I should be saying. This here is a 2022 model. So this is already a year old. Burst Blue Pro Buckers. Burst Blue Pro Buckers. Take your pick. Pickups. They sound good. Three-way toggle. You know, flipping it over. You've got a headstock attached to a neck with a spacer to fit in the body joint. You got a it is a three-piece neck, by the way. Three-piece headstock. And they're not Grover tuners. They're Wilkinson. They look Grover from a distance, but when you get right up on top of it, it says Wilkinson on there. Yeah, that's not cool. I only took the cover off the back, but as you could see, it is not shielded. So the cover, the plate, is not shielded as well. So I didn't need to take off the cover from the three-way toggle because they all look the same. And if this isn't shielded and the cover isn't shielded, then that's not going to be shielded. They have quick release or quick change 500K pots in here. So it kind of, in this, kind of looks like they just clipped it all together and stuffed it in. And I'm only comparing this to other ones that I've seen that even if they're clipped in, it's a little bit neater than this particular model here. I don't know, again, you can see the little spacer right there. Right there. So you have that. You have your mahogany back. Got nice lines, but tell me, is that green or blue? So that's my beef. Other than that, $519, $555 with tax. Florida state tax is 7%. Used to be 6.5. Now it's 7. And now that I have it home, and this honestly is the first time I played it. I'm dead serious. First time I figured let's go with a bluesy kind of backing track. I put my Larry Carlton backing track on, so I don't have to think about what I'm playing. I just flows, comes naturally. And let's just have at it. And it played great. It sounded great. It feels good. So if it doesn't feel like a brand new guitar, it's got, maybe because other people were playing it at the store and it hung up there on the wall for you. I don't know, but it's got a nice broken in feeling, like like a good pair of shoes. You know what I mean? A comfortable pair of shoes that you've had for a while. And that's it. So lovely guitar. I hit over 1,000 subscribers, so I just want to thank everybody, because I never beg for someone to like and subscribe and smash that, notification bell. I do this strictly for fun. So when people want to try to rip me apart, I take it personally, and I try to get back to them. I try to get back to them, and then afterwards, after about a day or so, I feel bad about it. But come on, can't we all just get along? I've been getting a lot of subscribers from the UK. So for my UK friends, And there was a couple that I've had when I first started. I first started this channel seriously about a year ago, over a year ago, because my wife, I'm retired and my wife still works. She said, you play guitar all day. You got to find a hobby. So I started doing this, and I created a monster. It takes up a lot of my time because I'm in here making videos and stuff, and then I'm like, oh, look at that! It's almost 6 o'clock. It's dinner time. I got to stop what I'm doing. But I get carried away with it, and I'm enjoying it, and it's making my day go by. So I appreciate everyone that subscribed, and I appreciate the it's more than a dozen people from the UK that subscribe to my channel, and I go back and forth with in comments. And other than them being the most polite people compared to the comments, the nasty ones I get from the guys here in the US about my Chinese guitars, they're on the same page. I appreciate it. And I just wanted to say that if you might get a kick if you look up my Holly Benton B Stock Wednesday video, because I speak about my wife in that video, and I kind of imitate her because her mom came from Belham, Balham, in England. She's half English and half Welsh, and so my wife is part English, and I take out a photo that she had when she did modeling from her portfolio, um, and I use that as like a second person, like she's speaking. And I use like my best English accent, and I don't mean to insult anybody. So for my subscribers, my viewers in the UK, you might want to look that up. Holly Benton, B Stock Wednesday. I believe I was holding the copy of like a Reckenbacher. Reckenbecker. Forget it. Thanks again, everyone. I truly appreciate it. Have a great day, a great weekend, and great holidays to come, and a great tomorrow. And if I can just get a remote that actually works, so I don't have to do this. Adios. Sayonara.